This is Dr. I. Helen Diana, Assistant Professor of Botany, Holy Cross College, Autonomous, Tiruchirappalli. Dear students, today we talk about an interesting topic in cell biology, that is the ultrastructure of the chloroplast and its function. In this presentation, you have to learn about the following objectives, that is, you understand and analyze the historical view and the distribution of the chloroplast and explain the different types of plastids. Then you understand and analyze the ultrastructure of the chloroplast and its function. Let's know the short intro for this chloroplast. The chloroplast are the actual sites for the photosynthesis, and all the parts of a plant are involved in this photosynthesis process. Over 500,000 chloroplasts are present in the square millimeter of a leaf, and it measures about 4 to 6 micron in size. Next, we know about the historical view and the distribution of the chloroplast. The chloroplasts were described as early as in 17th century by Nehemiah Grew and Anton von Leeuwenhoek. The term plastid was used by the Skimber in 1885. He also classified the types of plastids in the plants. Willstatter and Stoll isolated and characterized the green pigments of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. The chloroplasts remain distributed homogeneously in the cytoplasm of the cell. And the algae usually have a single huge chloroplast, but in the cells of the higher plants have maximum 20 to 40 chloroplasts. The types of plastids. First, we know about what is plastid. Plastids are the double membrane cell organelle under which synthesizes the food material. According to the food storage, these plastids are classified into 3 types. The first one, leucoplast. Leuco, that means a colorless pigment. So in this pigment, maximum presence in the embryonic cells and the sperm cells, and it's not a response for the light. So the leucoplast, there is classified into 3 types. First one, amyloplast, eleoplast and proteinoplast. Here in this amyloplast, the carbohydrates are stored. Then in the eleoplast, the lipids content are stored, but in the proteinoplast, proteins are stored. The second one, chromoplast. Chroma means color. So color pigments are present in this type of plastids. So this is also classified in 2 types, that is peioplast and rhodoplast. Next, we know about the types of plastids. Again, the third one, that is a chloroplast. Chloro means green. Then the plast is a living condition. So that this chloroplast, it is also present in the algae from algae to higher plants. So it contains a maximum more pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, DNA and RNA. According to the Skimber, these different kinds of the plastids can transform to one another. Next, we know about the ultrastructure of the chloroplast. Here, higher plants maximum have a discoid shaped structure, and it is a double membrane cell organelle. It containing maximum of the pigments, that is chlorophyll. The chloroplast maximum have the pigments like a chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll, carotenoids, magnesium and the DNA. So here the chlorophyll is generally and considerably known as it is larger than the mitochondria. The space enclosed and enveloped by it is filled with the matrix that is called stroma. So in this stroma, maximum granules are embedded. So it contains maximum the grana structure. So in this stroma, granules are arranged in a disc-shaped structure. So the disc-shaped structure is also known as a thylakoids, and it resembles a stack of coins structure. So this is known as granum. And the chloroplast maximum have 40 to 60 granules in its structure. And then the chloroplast maximum have active and photosynthetic oriented pigments in its structure. So it contains, there are 2 types of photosystem are placed here. So first one, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. In the photosystem 1, it have a much amount of chlorophyll A pigment and less accessory pigments. But in the photosystem 2, that have a minimum level of the chlorophyll A pigments and a much accessory pigments also present here. So that finally the light reaction and then dark reactions are occur. Next one, the biogenesis of the chloroplast. Here, the chloroplast multiply by fission, a process that implies a growth of the daughter organelles. During the development of the chloroplast, the first structure to appear is called proplastid. So the proplastid is then develops into chloroplast. The function of the chloroplast. The process of the photosynthesis consists of the following types. The first one, light reaction, and the second one, dark reaction. Here in the light reaction, it is also known as the Hill reaction. So photosynthetic electron transfer reaction or photochemical reaction. In the light reaction, maximum have solar energy is trapped in the form of chemical energy of ATP and NADPH. But in the dark reaction, it is also known as Calvin reaction, photosynthetic carbon reduction cycle. So it is also known as PCR cycle. So the carbon fixation reaction are thermochemical reaction. This one, the photochemical and the biosynthetic phases which is present in the chloroplast. Here the mechanism of a photosynthesis, overall reaction of the photosynthesis can be followed like 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 molecules of water molecules in the presence of sunlight and in the chlorophyll pigments form the starch molecules. So the big one process have done by the chloroplast in the photosynthesis process. Students, I hope all of you well understood this topic. Thank you.